barking.
Tommaso, can we get a quick word?
So what are you doing back at Full Sail?
Tommaso, how's the knee healing up? How are you feeling? Tommaso, any explanation?
Hey! Yeah. Hey, what type of place are you running here, huh? He shows up at my place to work. He puts his hands on me. He doesn't work here anymore, man. He shows up at my physical therapy. He showed up at my house at 3 a.m. This is on you, man.
You're right. Johnny Gargano's out of order. And I'm not going to let him keep running rampant in our buildings.
You're not gonna let him.
No.
You tell me what I gotta do to get rid of him. For good, get rid of him.
So, at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, will be you against Johnny Gargano in a match. As soon as Johnny Gargano is no longer employed here, it'll have to be an unsanctioned match.
Unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned.
You know just as well as I do what that means. You're putting me in unsanctioned match.
But, just so you know, if Johnny Gargano wins, he gets his job back. If you win, Johnny Gargano's banished from NXT forever.
For good.
For good. But this time, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
Hey, Tommaso, can we get a word on your thoughts on that unsanctioned match?
Mamma mia! NXT GM William Regal delivers a bombshell announcement to kick off the show. One thing's for sure, March is not going out like a lamb on NXT.
Well, there'll be no lambs in this one either, Morrow. The bitterness and resentment between these former friends has reached breaking point, and at TakeOver New Orleans, these two rams will lock horns in an unsanctioned match. Gargano wins, he gets his job back in NXT. Ciampa wins, Gargano is gone forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NXT's General Manager, Mr. William Regal!
Well, he's already delivered the one bombshell regarding Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa facing each other in an unsanctioned match at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. What else does the general manager have in store for us here tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. NXT is the brand where week in and week out we bring you the very best competitors from around the world. And as NXT continues to grow and expand, it is imperative that we determine the standard bearers, the measuring sticks for what it means to be the very best in various regions around the world. That is why I'm incredibly happy to announce that at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, we will be introducing the NXT North American Championship.
Wow!
That's huge.
Much like in Europe, where the United Kingdom Championship has brought you the likes of Wolfgang, Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, Mark Andrews and the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. The North American champion will carry that title with pride, continuing the tradition of bringing you the very best competitors from around the globe.
I am in the top 1%.
TakeOver Philadelphia. He says he's here to change the game. He's EC3.
I mean, and I know this guy for a long time, and over time he will do just that, but I gotta say, this is one of the most arrogant men I have ever met in my entire life.
When you've held as many championships in as many places as this man, you can be as arrogant as you want, Percy.
I asked him what EC3 stood for. He said the formula for success.
Knowing the background, the pedigree of EC3, he has the ability of being a prime-time player here at NXT. God who's been given everything his entire life. You're talking about silver spoon? This is the epitome of just that.
I'm gonna bask in this moment because I deserve it. Let's keep that chant going a little bit. Mr. Regal, this is too much. I mean, I knew you were a kind man when you gave me the call and the opportunity to come to the hottest brand in sports and entertainment, NXT. And I knew, absolutely, of course I deserve it. And I knew you were a reasonable man when you rolled out the red carpet, allowing me to strut my stuff. Gave me a very lucrative contract. And I mean, and that banger of a theme song. Did you guys hear that thing? Hey! But Mr. Regal, I did not know you were so logical. To go out of your way and create a brand new championship, the NXT North American Championship, and award it to me on my very first day. You, my friend, are a very smart man because you know there is only one man capable to be the representation of the greatest region in the entire world, North America. And that man is the best guy here, the best guy there, the best guy anywhere, a literal human money printing machine. That man is EC3. Some say you went a little too far, but I digress.
Excuse me. Now, I am incredibly happy that you're finally here as a competitor. But no one is handed anything here at NXT. Everything you get, you have to earn in this ring. And I know you're very capable, otherwise I wouldn't have signed you in the first place. And I know you've proven in your time before here that you are one of the very best in this region. So, at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, you will get to compete for the North American Championship. It will be you against 5 other competitors with the brand new title suspended above the ring in a ladder match.
Thank you, Regal. Thank you, Regal. Because you can line up 5 men, 10 men, 15 men. You can line up the entire NXT locker room, for it will matter not. Because at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, I will show you, the NXT universe, the entire world, why I am the top 1% of this industry.
Incredible news, EC3 will be a part of the 6-man ladder match to determine the first ever NXT North American champion at NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
Huge opportunity and a huge challenge for EC3 to usurp 5 of the top NXT superstars. As we take a look now, outside Full Sail Arena, we are awaiting the arrival of both the NXT champion Andrade Cien and the man who will attempt to usurp him at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, Aleister Black. What will be on the mind of the ominous man from Amsterdam when he appears here live tonight?
But right now, let's head over to Charlie Caruso in the NXT Control Center for an update on the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Hey guys, I'm Charlie Caruso here at the NXT Control Center, where I am breaking down everything you need to know about the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And here is where we stand in the tournament, with first round competition having wrapped up last week on NXT. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch would face off with Roderick Strong and a partner of Strong's choice. And what a choice it was. Reigning United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne agreed to join his former rival to team up on their quest to capture the Dusty Cup and also secure a big opportunity at the NXT Tag Team Championships. After a physical back-and-forth battle, Strong and Dunne managed to work together well enough to overcome Lorcan and Burch, and also to launch themselves into the semifinals of the Dusty Classic. But can the Bruiserweight and Messiah of the Backbreaker keep momentum on their side when they face off against Sanity later tonight? Remember, Eric Young and Alexander Wolf are former NXT Tag Team Champions. But if there's one thing we've learned about Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, it's to expect the unexpected. And this semifinal matchup may be no different when it goes down in tonight's main event. But coming up, Akam and Razor are looking to make history by winning the Dusty Cup 2 years in a row. But in order to do so, the Authors of Pain must first defeat one of NXT's hottest young tag teams. The Street Profits have the energy and support of the NXT Universe behind them as they look to capture the biggest win of their young careers. Which one of these teams will move on to the finals of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? We're gonna find out when NXT returns next.
We want to thank the band Cane Hill for its song Lord of Flies, one of the official themes for NXT TakeOver New Orleans. It's off the album Too Far Gone, available now on iTunes and Spotify.
TM61, comment about the disappointing loss in the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Well, obviously it didn't go how we planned it to, so we have a big comeback, and it just seems AOP, we try and we try and we try. There's just that hurdle we can't get over.
I mean, maybe it's a different strategy we need, or going back to the drawing board, but I'm sick of going to the drawing board. But if you want to get better, you got to beat those better teams.
I think even more importantly than that, it's about a change of attitude. And you see, we've been knocked down before, and we get back up because, you know, we are the mighty, and the mighty don't kneel.
If I can ask you guys just another question about the second. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 second.
Back down.
Wow, tempers flaring at the WWE Performance Center. Clearly this incendiary conflict between Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler is going to ignite when the She-Nom defends her NXT Women's title against the Submission Magician Saturday night, April 7th at TakeOver New Orleans.
NXT champ Andrade Cien Almas and his business manager Zelina Vega have arrived at Full Sail. The enigmatic Black will also be joining us here tonight. But right now our attention is focused on the coveted Dusty Cup. It'll go to the winners of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The Red Hot Tournament continues right now.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Here we go.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a semi-final match for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The first of our two semi-finals in the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The Street Profits declared that 2018 was going to be their year. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, they're ready to take the winning celebration to the streets.
And they plan on doing just that. I spoke to them guys earlier today, and that's the first thing they told me, to reiterate what you just said. 2018 belongs to the Street Profits, but they understand there's a lot of talent here in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, but they got to keep it pushing, keep it moving, one match at a time. It's go time for the Street Profits.
It certainly is, and a huge match and a couple of huge opponents in the Authors of Pain. But they've got experience, they got past Heavy Machinery in the first round. This is going to be another test for the Sultans of Swag.
Hey look, after the Street Profits win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, they're going to hold a nice little fiesta in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. Y'all can come, y'all can be my guests, y'all invited.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 615 pounds, Akam Razor, the Authors of Pain.
Led by WWE Hall of Famer Paul Ellering, Akam and Razor, thick as thieves. Together, the Authors of Pain possess more firepower than the film Den of Thieves and, hey, former NXT Tag Team Champions. And let's not forget, they were the 2016 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners, and they already hold a big victory over the Street Profits.
Now for the Authors of Pain, it's all about getting back to the promised land, getting back to being NXT Tag Team Champions. They got to go through the Sultans of Swag to do so.
Nigel, Authors of Pain defeated the Street Profits for an opportunity to vie for the NXT Tag Team Championships at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia. What adjustments do the Street Profits have to make here in order to advance in the Dusty Rhodes Classic?
I mean, that's
tournament?
a great question, Mauro. I mean, it's tough when you've been in with guys, you're physically outmatched. You've got to think, you've got to be smart. What can they do to change the game?
You ain't got nothing on this. I want this more than you do.
Some verbal sparring to kick things off. Montez Ford has heard enough from Razor. Tag is made. In comes Angelo Dawkins.
You asked about what they needed to do. This is exactly what they didn't need to do Let's try and exchange blows with the Authors of Pain.
You may have seen video on social media of Razor, the former mixed martial artist training in a new gym in his native Netherlands, a ferocious striker. Tag is made, in comes Akam, a world-class wrestler, Olympic caliber wrestler. And what a formidable team they have been here in NXT. And they are dominating the Street Profits early in this match.
I was going to say, Dawkins and Ford need to find a way to try to use the strengths
Wow.
of the Authors of Pain against them.
Dynamic drop kick by Dawkins. Oh, and a running European uppercut by the Curse of Greatness. And this is surprising that Dawkins is outstriking the Authors of Pain. Pop-up spine buster.
Apparently they learned from their mistakes in their last performance.
Can someone tell Montez Ford to calm down?
He's excited, man. How can you blame him? Who knows when this opportunity will come again?
Who knows what's in that cup?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Obviously, Paul Ellering wasn't thirsty.
You don't want to do this. You don't want to mess with me. You don't want to do this. You're going to be in big
Oh! From behind, the Authors of Pain.
No.
Last chapter on Dawkins. And the Authors of Pain advance to the finals of the 2018
Here are your winners, the Authors of Pain.
One win away from winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. 2 times the only team to do so if they are successful.
Absolutely, and the erudite Paul Ellering certainly earning his money here tonight, playing an instrumental factor in this win. Take a look at how this match went down. First of all, the distraction that I just mentioned on the outside, knocking that sippy cup out of the hands of Ford. And look what it did. It created the opportunity for them to hit this, the last chapter. Hook in a leg, 1, 2, and 3. Another dominating victory for the Authors of Pain, an unfortunate loss for the Street Profits.
You gotta think the Street Profits gotta be beside themselves right now. Big opportunity, man.
Wow, what an impressive win for Paul Ellering's Authors of Pain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NXT Control Center, where the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic are finally beginning to take shape. With their victory just moments ago, Akam and Razor have accomplished what many claim to be impossible by cementing their spot in the finals of the Dusty Classic for the 2nd year in a row. The unprecedented success for the Authors of Pain is something to behold, as they are just 1 victory away from hoisting the Dusty Cup overhead yet again, and also securing an NXT Tag Team Championship opportunity at TakeOver New Orleans. But the question now is, which team is going to find themselves standing across the ring from the dominant Authors of Pain? Don't forget, later tonight, Roderick Strong is teaming up with United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne to take on Sanity's Alexander Wolf and Eric Young, with the winners of that match going on to the finals of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. That is our main event happening later tonight, but before we get to that, Kathy Kelly is standing by with a potential takeover update. So Kathy, what have you found out?
Thanks, Charlie. I am currently outside the office of NXT General Manager, waiting for a comment, and here he is,
Hello,
the
Kathy.
man himself, Mr. William Regal. You just made a groundbreaking announcement here about the NXT North American Championship ladder match. I know that EC3 will be a part in that match, but did you have anyone else in mind?
Actually, I've just finalized for the second competitor. And that competitor will be Adam Cole. So, at NXT TakeOver New Orleans...
Woo! Mr. Regal?
Dream?
You look well.
I know.
NXT TakeOver New Orleans. The NXT North American Championship. That's groundbreaking. But it's not truly an experience that the NXT universe can get behind. But if the Velveteen Dream was in that match, that may just be the experience that it needs. I mean, what would you say to that, Mr. Regal?
Well, you've been incredibly impressive since your debut here in NXT, and I agree with you. So, you are the third competitor in the ladder match for the new NXT North American Championship.
Mr. Regal, you may have broke ground by introducing the NXT North American Championship, by putting the Velveteen Dream in this match. You just set the stage.
Well, with the stage set for New Orleans to experience the Velveteen Dream, we get set for an experience of the dominating kind as the humongous hominid Lars Sullivan returns to action next.
WrestleMania is about moments. It's about emotion, the culmination of a year's journey happening right in front of your eyes. Will you marry me?
You were witnessing such a real moment. I never thought I'd ever hear those words.
It was a secret from everyone, and that's what makes it special for the fans.
One of the greatest WrestleMania moments ever.
I didn't just hear it, I felt it.
Welcome home, Matt and Jeff.
I'm gonna share the ring with The Undertaker in front of 70,000 people. You don't get many moments like this, if ever, in your life. This is the top of the mountain. He is that guy.
It's kind of surreal right now. 30 plus years of my life. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Welcome back to NXT as we continue to await the arrival of #1 contender to the NXT Championship, Aleister Black, who has promised to be here live to address his opponent at TakeOver, Andrade Cien Almas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 303 pounds, Lars Sullivan!
He's back, the man who always wakes up in beast mode. The human wrecking ball, Lars Sullivan, makes his way ominously to the ring, Nigel.
Just look at the size of this man. Imagine how you would feel if you were standing in the ring now and saw this man slide under the bottom rope.
I would immediately exit the ring. I mean, he is, look at the frame. I mean, this guy is not built like anyone else on the roster, and the power. And let's not forget the intelligence of Lars Sullivan. That's the freaky part. This man can outthink you.
As scary as the Shadow Monster, and what a shadow he casts, the sinister silhouette. Lars Sullivan, ready to eat here on NXT. His opponent, John Silver.
John Silver going to be Quicksilver in there with Lars Sullivan.
Well, this match doesn't even cover it, giving up, I dare say, 150 pounds here. Oh!
Sullivan clubbing strikes to the back of Silver's, just doing his best to survive. Turtling up.
Gargantuan Sullivan just manhandling Silver. Oh! This is incredible.
John Silverman has no chance. I mean, what can he do against Lars Sullivan? I mean, he can completely outpower him. He can completely dominate him.
Sullivan says he has the body of a gorilla, the mind of a professor, about to teach Silver a hard, painful lesson. Corner avalanche by the Colorado Colossus.
Oh, somebody needs to stop this before Silver gets hurt.
Military pushed into the power slam by Sullivan.
Where's he going?
Lars is in no rush. He has all the time in the world.
You're kidding me.
King Kong scaling the Empire State Building.
News with the Lars.
Sullivan with a diving headbutt on Silver. Oh, freak accident. Spiking Silver for the 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, Lars Sullivan!
Facing Lars Sullivan is like undergoing a root canal minus the Novocaine. One word, pain!
Absolute complete domination in this. Manhandling Silver. Throwing him like a bowling ball into the corner.
This is exactly what you expect to see from a man like Lars Sullivan. John Silver had no chance whatsoever. And just look at the power, look at the strength of this NXT superstar.
And finally, by the grace of God, this match would nearly end with that headbutt off the top. But Sullivan would follow it up quickly with this, the freak accident. But there was nothing accidental about that.
Here's your winner.
As nasty as he wants to be. Ominous, sinister, dangerous. Lars Sullivan ready to take over NXT.
That's the type of domination you expect to see out of Lars Sullivan day in and day out. That's the type of performance that will make him a champion one day.
Yeah, and speaking of champions, we could crown new NXT Tag Team Champions at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, the second semifinal of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Coming up later tonight, the winner of the tournament not only gets the coveted Dusty Rhodes Cup, but an opportunity at the NXT Tag Team Championships. Welcome back to NXT TV. And once again, we want to thank the band Cane Hill for yet another official theme of NXT TakeOver New Orleans. It Follows. The track is off the album Too Far Gone, which is available now on iTunes and Spotify.
EC3, Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream will all be vying for the... Oh, get this. Mr. Regal.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello. So you've already confirmed 3 of the 6 competitors in NXT's first ever North American Championship ladder match. Do you have any of the other names that are confirmed?
Yes, excuse me, you may want to get this. Lars, congratulations on your victory tonight. Very nice to have you back. And I still see you've got that appetite for destruction, which is wonderful because I'd like to invite you to take part in the ladder match at NXT TakeOver New Orleans for the North American Championship.
That sounds fantastic, Mr. Regal. I can assure you that unequivocally and categorically, I will bring the destruction that only Lars Sullivan can. But this time, not only by my hands, but with the ladder. But that's at TakeOver New Orleans. I want Killian Dane.
Well, Killian Dane is in the ladder match at TakeOver New Orleans. And I'm glad we're on the same page. So next week, on this show, Lars Sullivan, you will face Killian Dane.
Good.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai!
Dakota Kai fully recovered from that brutal attack by Shayna Baszler during their recent matchup, was put on the shelf for a while but came back, defeated Lacey Evans, continues now to hopefully ride a wave of momentum in the highly competitive NXT Women's Division.
Hey, in this industry, things happen. You store it in the back of your mind, you live and you learn, you keep moving forward. I'm down with Team Kick.
Oh, understand that there's an altercation going on outside of the parking lot. Oh my God! Oh, Andrade Cien Almas attacking Aleister Black!
Dennis, párate! Párate!
Ow!
Párate! Párate! Respeta, campeón! Respeta! Respeta!
Oh, brutal attack from the champion.
What the hell is going on? Oh no.
Don't you, campeón! Just fine! Just fine! Just fine!
And this brutal assault continues now here at Full Sail Live inside the arena.
They're coming our way, watch out!
Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade's lost it. He's lost it.
Decimating Aleister Black.
Come on, Andrade.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Andrade Cien Almas feeling disrespected by Black.
Just soy, baby. Just soy el campeón. Just soy.
Saying I'm the champion.
Just soy. Respeta. Respétame.
Andrade Cien Almas obviously having a plan and firing the preemptive salvo on Aleister Black as he ambushed him in the parking lot before rolling him into the ring here at Full Sail Live and destroying the Dutch Destroyer.
I can't believe how bad that attack was. I mean, Aleister was flat out ambushed, and he has the nerve to utter the words respect, but you gotta give it to receive it.
Well, we heard Almas say last week, he said, show up next week and I will make you pay for the disrespect you've shown me. He's done that.
We've never seen Aleister Black in this kind of shape before, Nigel.
Well, fellas, clearly the champion had a plan in mind all along to attack his challenger when he got to the building tonight.
A disgusting attack by Andrade Cien Almas.
Shinsuke Nakamura is going to WrestleMania!
You've now won the right to face a champion of your choosing. Have you made a decision?
Yes! Nakamura and Styles for the WWE Championship. I could not be more excited.
I want my WrestleMania moment. I want Shinsuke Nakamura on the grandest stage of them all. The dream match. And it will be nothing short of phenomenal.
We are just 10 days away from NXT TakeOver New Orleans. And if you want to take part in an exclusive TakeOver experience, including the opportunity to meet many of your favorite NXT superstars, make sure to check out the limited edition TakeOver VIP packages available now at NXTtickets.com.
And after the heinous actions of Andrade Cien Almas just moments ago, how close to 100% will Aleister Black be? Has El Idolo done enough to stop the championship trajectory of the Bellicose Brawler? Or will we see a new NXT champion when these two face off at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, Saturday, April 7th on the WWE Network?
And speaking of TakeOver, 2 of the 6 competitors in the ladder match to determine the first ever NXT North American champion will collide next week as the Lars and in charge Lars Sullivan faces the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dane, in a battle of behemoths. Right now, it's a battle to determine who will face the Authors of Pain next week in the final of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. This is the NXT main event.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is a semi-final match of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. Introducing first, Sanity!
Who will face the Authors of Pain in the final of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic? We're about to find out as Sanity is about to battle the upstart tag team of Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
Gotta think though, man, like Sanity, they're veterans in the game as an outfit. They've been together as a unit and working together for a long time. I'm just unsure on how Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong will fare against a team that's coalesced and worked as a unit for so long.
I think that's a great point, Percy. I've got to be honest, the experience factor here I think is going to play a huge factor in this match. Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, they team together on so many occasions. They're so astute at causing controlled chaos both inside the ring and out.
Of course, Young, Wolf, along with Killian Dane and their twisted sister Nikki Cross combining formidable force here in NXT.
And their opponents, first, from Tampa, Florida, weighing 200 pounds, Roderick Strong!
Here we go, Roderick Strong is ready. Believe me, this is the man who will fight for it all and will put it all on the line at the drop of a dime.
Interesting that Strong chose to walk down and get in the ring with Sanity rather than waiting for his tag team partner.
There's no fear in the heart of Roderick Strong. We've seen it a million times.
Strong forming an alliance with Pete Dunne, the WWE UK champion, and so far so good.
And his tag team partner from Birmingham, England, weighing 205 pounds. He is the WWE United Kingdom champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne!
As talented and as successful as Dunne and Strong have been in singles competition, you have to think that they are the underdogs going into this match against a team that has been so dominant here in NXT.
Having said that, though, it was just last week when they won their match, so I think to a certain extent, this team would have got some confidence from that victory.
Agreed. Sam, you better not sell these guys short, because like you just said, they took on a heavy opponent last week between Oney Lorcan and Danny Burton. And those guys are hard-nosed as they come.
Another fact you consider it, Strong has been in war games with Sanity before, so he's very aware of what they're capable of.
At stake, the final spot in the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. It'll be Alexander Wolf against Roderick Strong to kick things off. Go behind into the waistlock by Strong.
Alexander, the bigger man, perhaps the lesser of the two grapplers. Strong keeping the advantage here. Simple headlock as well. Handful of hair, off he goes.
Strong hurdled Wolf. Alexander Wolf with a short strike. Big body slam on Strong, and Pete Dunne comes in, as does Eric Young, where the referee trying to maintain law and order.
No tag, so making sure that both illegal partners gets back out of the ring on the apron.
But you know what? I like to see that. I like to see Pete Dunne come to the defense of Roderick Strong.
That's all you've got in tag team action. You have to be able to rely on your partner.
Hey, out of the corner, guys. Let's go.
Dunne and Young jockeying for position in the corner.
1, 2.
Dunne focuses attack on Young's left arm. The veteran Young turns the tables, fires Dunne into the corner. Roll up here by Dunne.
Oh, look at that. Saw the arm and he kicked away at it quickly, but look at Young, the veteran.
Hey, come on, guys. It's the second time I told you. Get out of the ring. Out of the ring, Rob. Listen up. Let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
The second time that referee Drake works, they're trying to separate the two teams. It does make you think that at some point, perhaps this match will break down. We'll see.
A volatile situation with so much at stake. Side press, hooks the leg only for a 1 count. Dunne, a prodigy, just 24 years of age.
Oh, man. Oh, that caught him right on the jaw. Try to whip him to his own corner, but reverse instead.
Meanwhile, Eric Young has 2 decades worth of experience. Tag is made.
Tag was made.
Abdominal stretch and the boot to the chest by Alexander Wolf. Ground and pound. Dunne trying to withstand the storm of strikes. Who will join AOP in the final of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic?
The most athletic and charismatic superstars in WWE compete in live mixed tag team action. WWE Mixed Match Challenge. Live Tuesdays on Facebook Watch.
It's all about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, the final semifinal matchup between Sanity and the ragtag duo of Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. Young with the back press for a 2 count. Young and Wolf, Sanity winning the tag team titles from the Authors of Pain at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3.
And to me, guys, I feel like Sanity expects to win this match. But what if the makeshift, what if the makeshift team of Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong pulls this off? This will be a massive upset.
Tag made, in comes Roderick Strong, putting the boots to Eric Young.
You got to remember as well, the sound of that. It was actually the man who was injured, Tyler Bate. That was the man. Listen to this. That was the man that Pete Dunne beat for the United Kingdom Championship.
Pendulum backbreaker by Strong. Tandem offense on display by Dunne and Strong. Dunne with a lateral press. Gets a 2 count.
Well, I can talk from experience. When you've been in somewhere with there and you've competed for a big title, an important title, that forms somewhat of a rapport between two individuals.
I have to agree, but fellas, I can't help but think, what if this team pulled it off and went all the way? You know what that means for Pete Dunne? Pete Dunne will be the United Kingdom champion. He will be the Dusty Cup winner. Man.
Strong has come so close to claiming the big prize and always looking for an opportunity to prove himself. That's why he went to WWE. NXT GM William Regal telling him, I'll find a partner. Give me an opportunity in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And thus far, Dunne and Strong making the most of their opportunity.
Hey man, asking you shall receive. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Went straight back for the arm, didn't he? Kicked it earlier in the match. He didn't forget about it. What intelligence to remember that. Look at that. Double wrist lock.
The body scissors looking for that Kimura on Eric Young.
Might get a submission out of this right here.
Couldn't get it finished, couldn't get it locked in, and now the strength of Eric Young.
The power of Young on display, driving Dunne hard to the canvas, back first.
I mean, last-ditch effort, sheer desperation by Eric Young.
This is where experience comes in, knowing where your partner is.
Wolf and Strong lighting each other up here.
That's what it takes, though. Everything is on the line right here. There's no tomorrow.
Brutal back elbows. Missed the boot.
Oh! Vicious European uppercut by Alexander Wolf.
Hoisting Strong up. He's in trouble. No.
Well-placed knee into the midsection by Strong. Young runs into the back elbow. And suplex by the German Alexander Wolf. Death Valley driver by Wolf. Will this be enough to stamp their ticket to the final?
2 7/8 from the Axeman. See what he does here. Dragging Strong over to make the tag. Hallmark of a great tag team.
Hallmark of a team that is on the verge of going to the final of the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
This could be it.
Pete Dunne was there where he needed to be, though. Saved his partner.
Dunne looking to dispatch Alexander Wolf, and Dunne walks into a forearm, courtesy of Alexander Wolf, and Wolf now going to the high rent district. Oh, running right into a punch from Dunn. Can Strong and Dunn here. Oh! Running neckbreaker by Eric Young. Every team member pulling out the stops, knowing what's at stake.
The two most important men now, Eric Young and Roderick Strong, because they are legal.
Man, you can't blame either tag team for going as hard as they're going. Who knows when the next opportunity will be to vie for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Roderick Strong looking for that superplex. Pulled one off at NXT War Games from the top of the cage, but this time, Eric Young unceremoniously sends him crashing to the canvas. Man, Young got so much height, I'm surprised his nose isn't bleeding from that diving elbow drop, and still Strong kicks out.
That elbow hit Roderick Strong right in the heart.
Look at shocked disbelief on the face of Young. Thought that was 3. Still arguing the referee.
Eric Young knows he was within 1 count away from advancing to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and what it means for everyone involved.
Roddy's still fighting.
Another backbreaker by Strong, goes for the cover. Oh, and Wolf in just in the nick of time. Wolf had that step up Enziguri well scouted. German suplex, Dunn lands on his feet.
And the team out well together.
And a heartache by Roderick Strong.
He's got to finish it off.
Oh, and a driving knee into the jaw of Eric Young as Dunn and Strong.
Here we go, here we go.
As a team.
This could be
Dunn,
it.
the legal man. Dunn and Strong have done it. Wow. Has to be considered an upset.
The team of Roderick Strong and the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Pete Dunne.
And the Cinderella story of sorts continues in the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Before the tournament, these two had never teamed up together. In fact, they had waged battle for the UK title.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think any of us believed it going in.
It's not that I can't believe what I'm seeing here, guys, but again, Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne just got put together as a tag team, and these guys are winning.
And next week, it'll be Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne against the Authors of Pain in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Final. Strong and Dunne teaming for the first time in the Classic take on the defending tournament champs. I can't wait to see which tandem will score the coveted Dusty Cup. Oh, I'm being told that Kathy Kelly is standing by with an NXT TakeOver update.
Thanks, guys. I am currently outside Mr. Regal's office, hoping to get confirmation on who will be that 6th and final participant in the ladder match at NXT TakeOver. Hopefully I can get a word.
Hello, Kathy.
Hello, Mr. Regal. I was hoping to find out who would be that final participant in the ladder match at TakeOver.
You're in luck. I've just finalised the last competitor. Allow me to get him for you.
Let's see your TakeOver.